brothers?
It's another one.
Thinking heirs of the general public. Gun-free zones. I don't know about you, Big Lou, but whenever I've entered a gun-free zone, I've always felt a lot safer that they have those signs posted to deter criminals, like your Virginia Tech shooters.
Because you can't, it's against the law to bring a gun into a gun-free zone. So an upstanding, honest citizen who follows law will say, well, gotta follow law. Gotta can't bring the gun in there.
But the criminal,
or the lunatic,
the raving lunatic, like your Virginia Tech shooter,
he said, gun-free zone.
What gun-free zone?
And that's what comes down to signs can't stop acts of violence.
Yep, absolutely. And I'm going to go out on a ledge here as far as the thing. Gun-free zones with that Major Hassan there in the Texas Fort Hood shooting. You know, only military police allowed guns and stuff like that. He went on his rampage and shot people. And I don't care why he did it, but the fact is that's a gun-free zone. Now, here's my kind of thoughts and opinions.
That happened in Israel. They're locked and loaded.
Locked and loaded, ready to cock.
Ready to go. They would have gunned him down, been right over.
Locked, cocked, ready to rock, and he would have been shot in the head.
In fact, I would dare say some of these psychotics will go to a gun-free zone with that in mind, knowing that technically people can't have guns here.
Here's the mindset. Most human beings...
Path of least resistance.
All human beings will take the path of least resistance. Why do you think criminals prey on women and children? Path of least resistance, easy target, stuff like that. If you're making yourself a hard target, if you say have laws like a lot of cities in Texas have as far as open carry, and in the state of Utah, you do have the right to open carry.
That's right, you do.
You can have it loaded, but you can't open carry. And just that right there is enough to be a hard target to deter criminals. Now, it won't deter criminals all the time, because sometimes they're pretty dead set on whatever it is that they've got planned. But most likely, and I'm willing to bet almost 99% of the time, that if you have an open carry law, you know, crime rate goes down on that. And in fact, there's a statistic found on gunfacts.info of a town in Texas, and you can look it up there, that they passed a law as far as open carry and being able to have their gun loaded. What do you think crime rate did?
The criminals go into the gas stations and they'll scout it out and they'll see the guys with the guns. They'll say, all right, there's my first target and there's my second target. No, they get the heck out of there. Old Billy Bob Redneck, he's going to shoot that boy.
And he don't care if he's going to get shot. He's going to make damn sure that old Billy Badass criminal there, who thinks he's going to take advantage of the citizen who's following the law, is going to get his ass shot.
I ain't talking no more.
And I know this sounds like a rant and stuff like that, but come on, folks, it's not government math. It's not.
1, 2.
Those that are allowed to concealed carry and those that are allowed to open carry, generally 99% of the time, are citizens who are law-abiding, who are looking out for their fellow man.
What kinds of things does a concealed weapon permit holder have to do to get their permit. They can't be felons. They can't have domestic violence. Any of that.
They can't be mentally
Can't be
or psycho
child molesters.
Psycho evaluated.
Isn't that what you want in your business? If you're a restaurant owner, you say, you know what, I don't want your guns in here.
This is a gun-free zone.
It's a gun-free zone, and you know what? Your criminal comes in. He doesn't even look at the sign. He's
like gun-free zone. There's an opportunity to rob people. There's an opportunity if things go ugly, I can kill a few people.
Yeah, there we go. That's where I want to go.
That's the place where I want to go and do business with, is somebody who doesn't understand that, number one, a gun is a tool. And that those that are using that tool are educating themselves to, one, respect the use of the tool. And basically, in today's society, it's got broken down to a person who does decide to conceal carry. He's got to think, are 12 of my peers going to look at the situation and say that I had every right? Now, I know that that's what I'm thinking if I ever have to use my weapon in a self-defense purpose. Number one, I want to try and avoid it. And I think that gun-free zones do more harm to U.S. citizens and those in a gun-free zone than those outside of a gun-free zone.
You have to link to that image where you have all these dates and events where they were gun-free zones and people got killed.
We'll put a link up to that and that, because it's a real eye-opener. Like we say here at Glock Brothers, you cannot legislate criminals to not commit crime.
You see, if we get the laws that says you can't do bad things, then it's against the law, and then it stops.
Yeah, if you got lifer politician here.
You see, I'm gonna be on the committee. I'm gonna be the chair.
Are you the head chair?
The committee.
How long have you been there?
I've been in now for my 45th term.
And why haven't you taken care of this earlier?
These.
The Democrats and Republicans.
Scooter, I want you to know that I'm concerned, and I'm worried, and I'm concerned about what's going on, and that's why I'm going to be on a committee, and I'm going to be a chair, and we're going to discuss these issues, and we're going to get them out in the open.
You're going to avoid the question?
And
why haven't you taken care of this earlier?
Let me tell you, the Democrats don't want me to do it. And,
I thought you said it was the Republicans.
And these Republicans,
Come on, folks. That's the shenanigans.
You're seeing through my lies. No.
That's a whole nother issue as far as politicians being on committees and chairs and stuff like that and taking care of this sort of, thing. But, we've said it on tons of our videos. Education. Education is the key. If we educate people on how to use the weapons, if we educate people on the situations that you're in, and if people continue to educate themselves on using this tool, it can be our best friend. We can get to it. We can maybe get to our utopian society as our political.
Let's get things pointed that way.
The same mindset.
Did you hear about the thing that happened on February 14th?
No, I didn't. What was that?
We got these liberals said, hey, Starbucks allows people to have the guns in the coffee shops, and we don't want that. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna ban Oh, Starbucks coffee for the day. We're going to go without a coffee. Go somewhere else other than Starbucks.
Hey, Starbucks, if you're listening out there, good on you. Glad
And
that
so-
you support concealed weapons permit holders, open carry, and you know what? We don't drink coffee, but we'll come in, we'll have a hot chocolate. How's that sound?
And so,
Those that do coffee drink and do carry guns and do open carry, hey, go get yourself a Starbucks coffee.
so what people did was they got the $2 bills, $2 bills with the Second Amendment on the back. And they went in there and they bought copies with $2 bills.
Hey,
There's some
would you
funny
look-
stories out there.
Look at that. Would you look at that? That's what
And
I'm
so,
saying.
why not go to the old banks there and get yourself some more $2 bills? And then everywhere you go, say, hey, the 2 for 2A, Second Amendment. And remind folks that, hey, you want concealed weapon permit holders in your restaurant. Take those signs down. The signs aren't going to stop them. Say, you're going to shun away concealed weapon permit holders because they have gone through all these loops. They jumped through all these hoops and loops.
They've signed on the dotted line. They've stand on their head. They've done this and that and this.
And they're not. They're people with moral fiber and moral character. And what we need is a stronger America. People like me, Mr. Lifetime Politics. No, you need good people, good honest people. Let's say, hey, that guy's full of crap.
Absolutely. So, your thoughts and comments on that? Do you believe in gun-free zones deterring criminals to come up to a gun-free zone?
How should
obviously not going to commit crime there.
How should we go about changing restaurant owners and places that have those signs posted? Do we get all mean and nasty with them and say, listen here, you son of a gun, you best do that. I'm going to get my gun. Is that how we do it?
No, we educate them.
All right. Comment below. Tell us how it's done.
Tell us how it's done. Because
Do you send them a link to this video? You say, hey,
hey,
you got to watch these Glock brothers, you know.
Absolutely. Send them this video exactly.
Tell a friend.
Two redneck brothers.
Tell a friend about the Glock brothers. Share our videos. Say, hey, look at these guys. Look at them.
Because the only way that we're going to change gun-free zones is educating people on why they don't need a gun-free zone. And why concealed weapons permit holders and open carry actually deters those from committing crime. 90.9%. It's a scientific fact.
Not government math, folks.
It's not government math. And you don't need a lifer politician who's on a chair in a committee who's going to tell you otherwise. So, here at Glock Brothers, we've educated you of the thinking era of the general public. Share it with those that have that false sense of security when they do go on a gun-free zone.
Science can't stop acts of violence.
Absolutely. Anyway, keep your guns clean. Keep it fun.
Pick a new person shooting.
Keep your guns pointed down range. And have fun.
Signing out.